Alright guys, JF Performance here. Look at this guy. Do you know what this transmission is? Check this out. No splines, it's got a keyway. Anybody know yet? When you see these coming, this is when you put your sorry we're closed sign on your shop. That's what I recommend. Alright, this is a large case cruiser matic. This is out of a 1963 Lincoln Limousine. You guessed it, just like the one that President Kennedy was shot in. And I was told that this goes in a car where they kind of replicate that ride and everything and do tours. That's not a ride I want to take, but if you are into that sort of thing, well, go for it. Anyways, so this is in here. I reluctantly took this job because, well, nobody else wants it. Maybe nobody else can do it anymore, you know. It's not that these are super complicated or I'm a genius or anything, but if I was a genius, I wouldn't have taken this job. So anyways, I was told it works, but it just doesn't shift correctly. So I had to... This has to go on the dyno. It's not going to be a deal where I can just... put it together and wish them luck kind of thing. I want to sort it out in the dyno first. So in any case, this would not fit on my dyno. So I had to buy a slip yoke for it, and then I have to make an adapter. I'll show that later on. What I'm going to do here with you is I'm just going to kind of quickly go over a teardown with it and see what it looks like inside here, see what kind of shape it's in, and we'll dyno this when I get it back together. So I will try to do what I normally do and just turn the camera on and off as I get this torn down, so you're not, watching me take bolts off and stuff like that. That gets kind of long and boring. So, all right. So what do we do? How do we approach this one? I'm going to take the bell housing off, and you can see the bolts here. Now, full disclosure, I've only done a handful of these in my life, and this might be the last one I do, although I had to spend money to get it to adapt to the dyno, so you almost kind of want to do more just because of that, but it's kind of a job where I don't mind doing these, but it's difficult getting parts for them and things. And honestly, I wouldn't have taken this job if I had realized that I had to buy stuff and make an adapter to get it on the dyno, if you want to know the truth. But in any case, if you happen to have... I know these came in Lincolns, they came in Thunderbirds, and that's all I know. You don't find these too often. It is an aluminum bell housing, big cast iron case, aluminum tail, but it is heavy. I should weigh this. I'm sure you guys would like to know that. I'm kind of curious what it weighs myself. So anyways, I'm going to take this bell off. Pretty simple, just got a bunch of bolts on the outside. And if you did happen to notice, there's one bolt on the inside for this bell, which is kind of strange. But anyways, so I'm going to get the bell off. You don't need to watch that. I'm going to take the dipstick off here. There's just a bolt here. And then maybe I'll take the oil pan off and... I'll check back in with you. How's that sound? Alright, be right back. Alright. There it is. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you about these The filter, which I took off, is here, and somebody has already rebuilt this before. To my knowledge, you cannot buy a new filter for these, so never throw the old filter away. What happens is the company send these off to, or maybe you could do this yourself. They take some Dacron material and sew it around the original filter, and that's how they salvage those. So never throw your filter away thinking, oh, I'm gonna buy a new filter. No, you won't. So, all right, here we are. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't worked on one of these in a long time. So I'm just looking here, my plan of attack. So we got to take all these tubes off, and it looks pretty straightforward. It'll be a little bit less straightforward putting them back on because you're going to have to remember how they went. So again, I have only done maybe a half a dozen of these at most, and it's been a long time, guys. Maybe, I don't think I've done one of these in 10 years, so I'm almost kind of relearning it. So it just looks like all you really got to do right now is just carefully pry up on these tubes, a little at a time. It seems like it's ready to go. So there you go. There's one. So just start taking tubes off. Let me take the tubes off, and then I'm going to remove the vacuum modulator. That just unscrews. You can see it has this big long rod here. And the front pump is easy. It's just got the 4 bolts here. So I'm going to take those, and this assembly will slide off. So let me get that far, and I'll be back.